Oh, shoot. I forgot the... That's why it opened this up. I'm here. We gotta make sure that the chat is showing up. I've done some, let's see. Oh, it's hidden right now. That's why we can't see it. I've done some, format changes, some layout changes here. There we go. We got that one set, and then this one. There we go. That should be set. Alright. Okay, let's just jump into it, and then after we start our first game, we'll talk about some of these format changes. Now, Nerd Mansion, you're not first. Yeah. Let's just briefly talk. I'll give more detail. Excuse me, my goodness. I'll give more details about this later, but we have a change in the timer. You can see that in the top right corner there's a 20, whatever. There's a 27 up there. That's just because I was playing around with the timer, but we can reset the timer just like that. So, anyways, and I'm going to be able to pause, so we can start it, and I can pause it and resume it at any time. And we'll talk more about that later. In the meantime, let's just jump into the first game, which is going to be Jesse the Fisher, which is an RPG Maker XP game. Which is always going to be weird to capture. Let's use this camera. We need to set it to capture. Window capture. Yeah. Properties. There we go. Alright. So, you won't have my camera on this one, but that's okay. You guys will be fine without my face. You don't need my face. Alright, so, let's just jump into Jesse the Fisher. And start the timer. And new game. So one problem is this is going to be a count up timer instead of a count down timer. So we just got to kind of keep an eye on things. And I'm not sure how many minutes we're going to give it. We're going to give it 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes like I did before. But now that I can pause and like share thoughts, like now, I can pause and share thoughts and not have the timer count. And it won't count against the game's time. So maybe I shouldn't give it the 35 minutes, just take away those extra 5 minutes since it's not going to be spent on just talking. Anyways, I started to wonder that maybe I should be thankful for it. At least I would know what it feels like to be pulled into a hug. Even if I'll never get to hug again. I didn't drown. And I could breathe underwater too. No matter how much I try to swim up, I just keep on sinking. Things got stranger. Oh, right, no WASD. My bad. Yeah, so it's RPG Maker XP game, so I'm not expecting much at all in the way of options. Oh, we didn't even look at the... Well, I usually don't look at the store page for the first game that I play. Oh, wow, that was a fast save without any sort of, like, bling! Alright. Those, seaweed are kind of mesmerizing to watch. I just kind of want to stare at them. No way, a real mermaid. You can call me... Nae? Dear fisherman, I don't know how to pronounce that. Nie? Are you going to eat me? What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Where I live, rumors sprout about mermaids leading sailors with their voices only to drown them in the sea. They say mermaids eat humans too. Some say they take out their souls. Not sure. The rumors change every time I hear it. Nonsense. All nonsense, I say. That aside, do you remember how you got here? Well, I remember sinking. The ship I was in was torn by the waves. I was sure to die, but it seems like I can't drown. It's not that there's no face cam today. It's that, it's an RPG Maker XP, game, and I don't have it really set up for this one. I guess we can turn it on. I think it's currently covering up the chat. Let's move the chat. I actually didn't change this layout too much. I changed the layout of my other two cameras, but I didn't really change the layout of this one. We can change, this one is, 4x3, so we can do that. There we go. Might be nice to have something like, can we add like a picture or something? I mean, I'm not gonna be like doing a layout on the fly here, but just anything. Backdrop. Let's see. Game dev, fiddle, CG artwork. Yeah, we can do that. There we go. And then we're gonna do that fit. Transform. Fit to screen. And then we're gonna move that there. And oh, where did I need to be able to see it so I can move it. There we go. Put it like right there. There. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. I guess that's fine. Alright. We'll stop messing around with that. I can't swim up for some reason, though. Like there are weights tied to my feet. I understand what's happening. You're becoming a fish. Humans who drown have two fates here. Perish or become a fish. So I did drown. Don't be dismayed. I'm not sure if being 100% fish is fun, but the ocean sure is wide. But you're a fish. Only half. So I'm going to wait here for me to become a fish. But since the ship sank, I'll die regardless of what I do. You're making a lot of faces there, Mr. Fisher. My name's Jesse. Jesse. You're a fisherman, are you not? Yes, but my name is Jesse. My name's Jesse. Wait. Do you know someone called Pakazal? What is with these names? I can kind of understand for the mermaid, because I don't know, it's the underwater person. But Jesse has just a regular name. It's a Jesse name. Jesse. But Pakazal? I don't know what that is. What business do you have with the demon? Is it a demon? Back where I live, Pakazal is rumored to be the king of the sea. If he dislikes the fisherman's way of waltzing into the sea, he's said to sink down their ship. I didn't believe Pakazal was real. But according to our local beliefs, sinking ships are most likely caused by him. Then again, it was the huge waves that destroyed our ship. It might not have been Pakazal. No, it is indeed Pakazal. Ugh, excuse me. Every year, Pakazal seeks a living sentient soul from both land and sea. You should seek revenge if it was truly him. Yes, he is a demon, Jesse. You are far weaker than he. I don't know if you've heard a lot about us humans, whatever, but we're sure to find ways if we're determined to do something. I think I have the hiccups now. If the demon of the abyss, PACBUT, was vulnerable, your people and mine would have long gotten rid of him. Jesse is a we have an Ash Ketchum at home. Gonna catch fish! Most humans don't believe in his existence, but now I'm convinced that he's real. Well, if what you said about turning into a fish is true, consider me someone who has nothing left to lose. You humans are pretty dangerous. I've witnessed it myself. I've tried to tell myself that not all humans are terrible, but perhaps terrible is just what we need in order to fend off the demon. This is a lot of talking. And now we can say for sure, right? Because we can now pause the timer, right? So basically all the talking, everything that's on the timer now is been just game time. It's not been me just talking shit, right? So we can actually say there's been actually about 5 minutes worth of just solid talking. I feel like a lot of this talking that's been done could really have been cut down. Like, it feels like we're repeating a lot of the same points. We're covering some of the same stuff. Like, I feel like we could probably cut about 25% of these text boxes out, and it would probably still be just as clear. So, anyways. What you're about to do is a terrible thing, but just think of it like what you normally do. We need at least 12 different types of creatures to offer to the demon. Once you've offered them at the altar, PACBUT might open the door for you. That's your chance to meet him in person. Alright, capture 12 different types of sea creatures. Dead or alive? Alive. Got it. I do hope you don't think of capturing me. That aside, I will provide you with this journal. You may write your progress here. This isn't paper. Though it might be difficult for you to capture a fish underwater, do you not throw the net from above the waters? Don't worry too much about it, I think I can manage. Then we should see if we can really catch one. Do you see the fish over there? The one in the south. That one is easy to catch, go ahead and try it. Is there not like a scroll map command in XP? I feel like... I mean, if you're gonna say, do you see that one to the south? Like, you could, I don't know, show the player to the south. No, I don't see that fish to the south, game, actually. You've only told me to it's the south. Oh my god, it's on the screen. This is it, right? You could have just, like, I don't know, moved the camera down just a little bit and then been like, there it is, to the south. Go do your thing. Target sighted. There's a cute animation on it, though. Like what my father always reminds me, there are different ways of approaching fish, or any wild creature in general. I should perform an action first. Actions are found in the Skills tab. Oh, why am I on WASD? Engage. I have... Huh? Do I need to... Why wait? I have to select the actor? Wait, is that true? That's really weird. Okay. Right on. If you say so. That must be some sort of weird feature in XP that I would consider maybe getting some sort of script to, like, override. Skills. Gentle steps. Creep closer to the target quietly. Quick steps. Draw closer to the target as soon as possible. Pop movement. Pause after taking a step. Assert dominance. Make yourself bigger to taunt the target. Throw a worm bait at the target. Throw a kelp bait at the target. That's... Okay, those are capture. No. Those are skills. Okay. It just takes you right back up to the top. Items. Just a journal. What happens if I use that item in battle? Okay, I can't. What kind of weird game is this? This is a fishing game. And LiveSplit is the clock that speedrunners use. It's the clock that I am now using for game time, rather than the timer, the web app timer that I usually use. We're counting up instead of counting down, so we just need to keep an eye on it. But the reason why I'm using LiveSplit instead of the timer is because exactly this. I can pause the timer at any time. It has global hotkeys, so even if I'm focused on a different window, I can pause it at any time. We're gonna talk about this some more after the game during my chatting section, as to why I switched over to it. But anyways, the main reason why I'm using LiveSplit is because I can pause it at any time, as I've done just now, and resume it. So I don't know. We'll just throw worm bait at it. And then after the target's guard lowers, I can finally capture it. Did its guard lower? How do I know when its guard is lowered? Can I capture it? Yeah, why I switched over? Because it's better. Done. I mean, yes, you're technically correct. That is a good way to summarize it, because it's better. But I would like to explain my reasoning as to why it's better. Okay, right on. So I guess I caught that fish. I don't really feel confident like I understood what to do there. Do I just need to talk to her again? What was that? Doesn't even look like a fish. But that's all what the fishes look like down here. Why did they put the question mark at the beginning? They might be a strange sight to you, Jessup, but they're common to me. You'll look like them soon. The fish are people. That aside, you've done quite well capturing the fish. Your ways confuses me, but I believe in your strength. Your ways confuses me. I think it should just be your ways confuse me. I need to use different techniques in capturing these strange creatures. One skill may not work on the other. Understandable. If possible, I'll just leave the capturing to you. I would like to keep my hands clean as much as possible. Alright. Hey, I saw you talking to that fish girl. You mean Nae? I'm Dlane, by the way. Pleasure to meet you. You're not from here, I'm sure, and you'll find it hard to capture creatures you're not familiar with. So I'll offer a trade. You'll give me the good stuffs, and I'll provide information. Awesome offer, yeah? Wonderful, yes? So go get me good stuff, and don't worry, I won't go anywhere. I'll tell you this early, you don't have to perform skills in a specific order to successfully capture targets. You don't have to perform skills in a specific order. Okay. Good to know. Before we end our conversation, my sibling Reno provides helpful items in exchange for good stuffs. Go and meet him. Well, where is Reno? What's this tablet? Anything? Nope. I guess we can just go this way. Yes, there's a fish. You can sink down there. The vine is long enough to get you back up. Okay, so I guess I can't capture the crab. Oh, it's just random encounters? That's weird. That's inconsistent with what happened earlier. Earlier there was an enemy on the map. So yeah. There was an enemy on the map, and now it's random encounters. What's with the inconsistent game logic? I don't know. Kelp bait? capture? No. Assert dominance? How do I know it's ready to capture? Like, I'm just gonna, like, keep using skills. Even Pokemon did. Yeah, I suppose so. Fair enough. You're right. I will say, though, I have no idea when it's okay to actually capture something. It looks like there's a tiny little meter. You can probably see it better than me because you have a larger view than I do. But it looks like there's a little meter under, like, the magic. Why do I keep getting hit? Is it like ATB? What the fuck is this? Oh, is that what the meter is? It is an ATB meter. Why is it so, like, scrunched up underneath the numbers there, though? Quick steps? I don't understand at all. I'm going to assume I can just capture it now, but, like, there's no feedback. I'm just gonna try to capture it. No! No, I can't. I have no idea what is going on. The rotating enemy is kind of cool. Yeah, they have some nice animations on the enemies. I'm pretty sure this is a regular battle. This was just like a random encounter. Can I capture it now? No. I guess I could just escape, but I thought I was supposed to be capturing them. None of that does anything. I'm just, like, pushing buttons, man. I have no clue what I'm dead. Alright. Well, good to know that death is not too punishing. Because I saved, like, just at the beginning of the thing. My biggest gripe with chained echoes is that the battles last a little too long for regular encounters. The fuck are you talking about? What is chained echoes? I guess it said I can go down here. There's map sprites here now. Staring contest. Jump. Oh. I see. So that's just for, like, jumping this one section. Okay. Apparently I just clapped from exhaustion right away. Okay. Oh, because I have 0 health. Well... I don't want wisdom, I want health. How do I restore my health? Alright, I don't know why you can't just automatically heal me whenever I just respawn. I don't know why you have to waste my time by making me go over to the mermaid lady to get healing. I don't know, I don't understand what the fuck is going on in this... Did it run away? Okay. Right on. So, do I just need to, like, try to capture it first time? I guess not. Let's go back this way then. Alright, it's one of these fish again. Last time I just threw some worm bait at it. And then I could capture it. Okay, that worked. I don't really feel like I got any feedback, like, that it was ready to be captured. Did I even need to throw the worm bait at it? Could I just try to capture it right away? Like, okay, here's another one. Let's just try that. Okay, at least I can't just, you know, throw the capture thing at it right away. So what happens if I, like, keep giving it bait? Doesn't seem to be any sort of feedback. Alright, Chained Echoes is a newish indie RPG that came out last year. Got a lot of praise for being very polished traditional RPG game. I thought you may have reviewed it at some point. Did I? I don't know, man. I've reviewed so many of these games. It's I don't remember a lot of them. They all kind of start running together. It's all just RPG Maker trash. If it was a non-RPG Maker game, funnily enough, even though most of the non-RPG Maker games are actually worse than the RPG Maker games, but I remember them more, mostly because they at least are doing something unique. They tend to stand out a little bit more, and I mean they are more varied in gameplay, and I played less of them, so they don't start like meshing into just one amalgamation. I don't know, just capture it. I don't know, there's like no feedback on this. Just, okay. Some wacky thing. I wonder if there's like a chance to fail too? I don't think there is. I think you either fail or you don't. So I think I'm just gonna give this game 30 minutes because I have no fucking clue what on earth to do in this game. There's no feedback for the player in this combat. If you can even call it combat. I mean, I guess it is, but it's fishing. I don't know. Assert dominance. Okay. Gentle steps? Like... You just, like, try one thing? I don't know, man. I really have no clue. I don't know. It's like the worst aspect of Pokemon. Too much water. Too much water. 7 out of 10. I think it was an 8 out of 10. I don't remember. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. You don't need to repeat that every time. Alright, let's see if this... Oh, I can go down here. Okay, right on. Alright. Okay, alright. So, okay. So I assume the advice would be my tutorial that would tell me how to play the game, but you've locked it behind actually playing the game. So there's sort of a paradox there. I've grown into such a good child, haven't I? It just can't be an indie game without some fucking trauma and suicide. You get kind of tired of it. How do I make a heavy story? I don't know, throw some suicide in there, and throw some childhood trauma in there. How else do you make drama? I don't know! What do you mean, how else do you make drama? There's no other way to make drama besides childhood trauma and suicide. Their eyes, they would all look down at me as if I would be better off not being born at all. Yeah, of course, it's another Outcast story. I mean, is this the game? You just look for these fish, and then you just capture these fish. It's weird that you can't go down these ones, but I could go down that other area to the north. Like, do I even want to bother with this? I don't think I'm going to be able to capture this one, just like the other fish that are not the, like, flounder, the demonic flounder-looking fish. I don't don't know what to do in this game. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just escape. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. How would you describe it? Okay, I can't escape from this one? Or does it just only work from this menu? Okay, it only works from that menu for some reason. There is so much fucking jank in this game. Oh, okay, right on. You can't transition here. This right here is not good enough. You gotta be right. You gotta be on the right perfect spot if you want to transition. Why don't I mean, buddy? If that's how you want it to be, why don't you just like move in these walls more here? So I'm assuming now, actually, those little rocks mean I can. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't think I could. I didn't think I could transfer in these other areas, like, down here, because, I mean, there's nothing that indicates that I can transfer other than those rocks. There's such a weak indicator, too. Like, normally, I think I've talked about this before, like, you would narrow, you'd kind of create this, like, pattern in the scene. You'd have your walls, and the walls would, like, kind of funnel you into, like, a hallway, and it's usually that hallway at the edge that kind of, like, is, like, a indicator that, like, hey, you can transition right here. That's been established for a long time in 2D games. So I don't know why you would have all this extra space here that you can't transition. It misleads players into thinking, oh, I can't go that way. But actually, you can. You can go this way. Wow, funny that. Okay, we're 30 minutes. So I'm going to stop the game here because I'm not having fun with it. So, yeah, we're going to call it here. Let's just get to grading it. First of all, let's look up the store page. So you have a young fisherman named Jesse sank to the bottom of the sea after getting caught in the shipwreck caused by the sea monster. PACBUT, according to the mermaid who's been looking after the area, decided to help him meet the said monster. Jesse must capture 12 different kinds of non-intelligent creatures of the sea. He says at the bottom of the sea, if he stays at the bottom of the sea for long, he'll into a fish. Okay, he'll into a fish. Yeah, it was feeling pretty rough. Has this guy done other things? Sure has. By Unreal, you mean Unreal Engine? Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Polish is definitely a 0. Accessibility is a 0. Clarity is a 0. Balance, yeah, seems fine. Unique identity, it's got a black and white art style, which black and white, as we all know, makes everything artsy. If you can take a picture of anything and put it in black and white, and suddenly it feels artsy all of a sudden. You can take a picture of this. You could take a picture of this beer right here, and suddenly it would be artsy. Yeah. So points for custom artwork, technical. Did I have any technical problems? I don't think I had any technical problems. So yeah. But there's definitely some pretty major flaws with that game. Too bad. So, anyways, we're going to move on to my talking time now that we've played through the first game. So, yeah, I made some adjustments, some minor adjustments to the layout of my stream. I still don't like having, like, I know a lot of streamers, like, they'll do, like, a custom frame where they can put, like, in this portion of the video, of the frame, they'll put, like, their, you know, their webcam, and then they'll have this large frame where they'll fit the video into, and then maybe below the webcam, they'll have, like, recent supporters, or where you can support me, or whatever. I don't really like those too much, just because you're still dedicating a lot of the screen space to effectively nothing. At least it makes that negative screen space pretty, but I'm still not really a fan of it. The downside is the other method, which is the method I use, which is just, you know, stuffing my camera into a corner of the screen, is that unfortunately it never feels like there's an appropriate place to put the camera. It's always covering some sort of information. So I made some adjustments to the layout. I think I reduced this box size so that way I'm not covering up quite so much. So it's a little bit smaller. I also cropped it a little bit so it's slightly more square, so that way we're tightening it up around my face, and any negative space around me, like we're not having that just take up unnecessary screen space either. So, and then also the chat, I shrunk the chat a little bit. So, and of course I had to accommodate the new timer. So, yeah. So anyways, as far as the layout goes, the layout's mostly the same. We're not looking at too much of a change here. What we are looking at is the biggest change, which is what I had talked about previously in the past couple of streams. I've been trying to find some sort of solution for me just chatting while the timer is ticking away. That's sort of was one of the unfortunate byproducts of how I'd been streaming in the past. I was kind of aware of it, but the developer of Puppet Quest had really kind of brought it to my attention that I had spent a lot of time just talking shit while the timer was ticking away, and it can feel really unfair to the developers. So I really wanted to try to find some sort of solution to this. Last time I just added an extra 10 minutes to the clock. That way, you know, they get 10 extra minutes, but if I spend that 10 extra minutes just chatting shit, then whatever. But ideally what I wanted is some sort of solution where I could just pause the timer at any time, so that way I could just talk if I wanted to. You know, I could pause it, talk, and then I can unpause it, you know, like that. I couldn't find any sort of countdown timer, though, that would do that. I tried a few different ones out that supported hotkeys. The problem was they didn't support global hotkeys. So basically this means, like, I can press the hotkey when I'm looking at a different window. So I could basically put the timer into the background while I'm playing the game. If I press the hotkey without global hotkeys, it does nothing. With global hotkeys, it doesn't matter if I'm focused on that window or not. I can press it at any time and pause the timer. And I couldn't find anything that did that. The only thing I could find that did that is the only timer, which is technically a stopwatch, that has had the most development and support put behind it. And that's the timer stopwatch that speedrunners use. And that's LiveSplit. And LiveSplit is kind of overkill for what I'm trying to accomplish here. But it gets the job done. So, yeah, I looked for some sort of ways. You have a lot of customization with LiveSplit. Like, I was able to add these sound effects in. These are sound effects for my games. So, you know, I can add sound effects to when I pause and resume the timer. In fact, when I reset the timer, it plays another sound effect for my game. And when I start the timer, it has a sound effect. I was really hoping I could, like, get it to play a sound effect when it crossed a certain time threshold, But I looked and could not find any sort of way of doing that within LiveSplit. Now, I'm new to the software, and it's surprisingly complicated for what is effectively a stopwatch. So maybe somewhere buried within all the settings and options, there's a way to set that up, but I couldn't find it. So we're just going to have to just watch the time. It's not the best solution in the world, but we're just going to have to watch it, and whenever it crosses the 30-minute threshold, we'll decide if that's good enough or not. I also realized I've been pressing 0 here over and over again on clarity, so we just have 0, 0, 0 on clarity. 0 on my numpad is the hotkey, if you couldn't tell. So anyways, yeah, so we're going to be using LiveSplit for this for a while, and we'll just see how that goes. It's not a permanent solution. If we find an actual timer, not a stopwatch, that does what I need, then maybe I'll switch over to that. Or maybe we can bug the LiveSplit folks to add in the functionality that I'm looking for. Who knows? So anyways, with my chatting time done, I totally missed what you had said there, Riker. This stream today has motivated me to work a little bit on my project. Good. That's always how I feel whenever I watch other people stream games. I usually, it's kind of why I enjoy watching other people, well, not just necessarily stream games, but play RPG Maker games. Whenever I watch it, it feels like I watch it and I'm like, yeah, I can do better than that. I don't know, it feels motivating. So, yeah, it's a good way to keep momentum going. Anyways, that's enough chatting. What's the next one? Crimson Hope. Crimson Hope also has a very minimal art style, similar to the previous one. It's coincidentally not by the same person, despite a very similar art style. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of trouble finding some good games to download. This week, there were no submissions. All of these games were games that I just found on my own, doing the classic dumpster dive. And god, man, there's so much just fucking RPG Maker horror games. And I mean, it's funny because the horror games usually have the most compelling art. Like, they're the games that seem to have like the most like effort put into them. But I would read the page and it's just like, this sounds like the same fucking psychological horror that I've probably played on this stream like 4 or 5 times already. Like, as far as the story, the narrative parts of it are concerned, like, there's tons of effort put in the art and animations and even sometimes the music. But then it's like the narrative stuff is just the same old cookie cutter shit that we've seen so many times. And I was just like, it's like, I want to download these because they look interesting. But just reading the synopsis, I'm already feeling bored. So it's like, I was like debating, do I want to download it or not? And I decided no. I don't want to download those games just because it just doesn't. It's going to be a lot of reading. It's going to be a lot of stuff that we've probably all read before in the past. So I was just looking for something that was not just like a walking simulator, psychological horror RPG Maker game. Really limited my choices, so I was really struggling to find games that actually looked interesting and sounded more compelling to play than aforementioned horror RPG Maker games. So, yeah. So, anyways, slim pickings. This is another game that looks similar to the other one. It is what it is. And also, thanks for joining, Visky. So, let's go ahead and delete Jesse the Fisher. Let's read over this. Crimson Hope is a classic survival horror RPG with turn-based combat. So, as you can see, this is also a horror game as well. But it does have combat, which is a step up from some of those other more interesting looking RPG Maker horror games, which usually didn't have combat. They're basically just walking simulators. And an old school art style set in dark fantasy world. I don't know if I'd really call this old school. It is pixel art, but usually I don't think of any. I mean, I guess there's some like I don't know. Never mind. I'm talking shit. Who cares? Take on the role of an absorber driven by the desire to protect people. With your very survival on the line, you must absorb power from the shrine, strategically manage your items, and battle your way through hordes of twisted creatures to ultimately face the final boss. Features. There are 2 endings in the game. It's not complicated to get them. The story of the game takes place in the same universe of my other game called The Absorber, made for a Game Jam game. The combat system is pretty classic. You can use magic, but you need to explore the map to acquire the powers. You can use guns, and all the enemies have their own attack patterns. All the soundtracks are original and made by me, so I get to be the judge of the quality on that. All the graphic assets were made by me, except for some of the animation sprites. So I'm guessing he's using some RTP animation. I think this is a VX Ace game, so we're really using my third OBS scene today. Really taking advantage of that. Alright. Oh, he included a little special PNG here. Here we go. Says, thanks for downloading my game. Ramos Timbina. It's an interesting name. I wonder where he's from. Get any more information about that? Yeah, some links, but I'm not that curious. I'm not gonna go to other websites just to find out where he's from. Oh, cool! It's gonna start full screen. Let's not do it in full screen because it's gonna fuck with my everything. Yep. Okay, we have that there. Okay. That should be fine. We'll use this one. It's not capturing the right window. There we go. What is this music? Huh? Speaking of global hotkeys, my global hotkeys are not working now. Oh, I think that's because, duh. No? Oh, now LiveSplit's busted. VX Ace has broken LiveSplit. Oh yeah, I can't even move it. It's like stuck on screen. Oh, weird. Oh, cool. Oh, there's like now 2 copies of LiveSplit on my screen. That's weird. Okay, cool. VX Ace apparently just trashes LiveSplit. Good to know. Alright, anyways, this music is pretty basic. Oh, they're not using RTP sounds on that. My lord, we have sent some of our recruits to the outpost. Good. What is on your mind? May I ask you a question, my lord? Go on. Why you reinforce this outpost? I mean, this region has been peaceful for decades. A raven delivered a message. The ancient demon has been defeated. Huh? I was surprised, too. I hope I'm wrong, but the Blood Witch may awaken with the absence of the ancient demon. She is sealed in the Cave of Sacrifice near the outpost, and in the region there is only one village. Now I understand your anxiety. My apologies, my lord. A game developed by Ramos Tsimbina. Oh, you finally awake, buddy. Is this a Skyrim reference? You're finally awake. It's a long trip, isn't it? Oh man, I can't wait to see my daughter again. It's been 3 months. Oh, my name is Stanislas Duval. Stanislas Duval. By the way... Wait. Sorry. My name is Stanislas Duval, by the way, but just call me Stan. Whoa. Right on, that's weird. Alright, so they've accessed my computer. Oh, is it... What? Oh, man. This... Okay, so the live... I just noticed the LiveSplit counter it's not being captured properly, and I think it's because there's like 2 instances. It is actually counting right now. We're at 2 minutes 30 seconds. But yeah, okay, we need to... I guess I need to restart LiveSplit. Oh, this one won't go away. Huh? Yeah, okay, cool. Super thanks, VXAs. It's like busted. It is busted LiveSplit to hell. There we go. We got rid of it. Let's try again. Alright. So we're just going to deduct 2 minutes. Just keep that in mind. We've already spent... It was 2 minutes 30 seconds. Yeah, it's weird that you know my name. I don't like that. Nolan is fine. Let's not use Nolan Alighieri. No, my name is Nolan. Your name is Nolan Alighieri, right? No, my name is Nolan. Oh, my bad. I don't like that it does that. I guess it's kind of creepy. In the world of streamers, I would be careful about doing that kind of thing. Alighieri, fortunately, is like not my real name, but I still use it on basically everything. So, of course, my computer is using that name. So it's totally fine, because that's what it pulled. But, like, if it actually... Like, if a streamer actually used their real name for whatever their file system is or whatever that it's pulled that information from, that would be bad. It's kind of like doxing them on stream. So, I don't know. I would be careful about doing that kind of thing. My bad. I'm not very good at remembering names. I can't believe I got assigned to this outpost. It turns out the outpost is near my home village. This is gonna be easy peasy. This region is peaceful. No bandits, no goblins, no dragons. I read that out of order. We are almost arrived to Crimson Hope. Seems like English is not this guy's first language. Or either that, or he really should he should really proofread his text. Get ready for the supply. Sweet! Hey, newbie. Go talk to the mayor about the supply rations. After you get the rations, place them into a barrel over there. His house is up ahead. You can't miss it. Now hurry up. Usual RPG Maker controls. I don't know what up ahead is. Is it here? I'm home. Papa! Papa! It's been a while, my little Tiffany. How are you? Are you eating well? Yes, yes. And I think I've grown up a bit. Oh, I can see that. It's amazing. One day you'll be taller than Papa. Hee hee. Thanks, Father, for taking care of my little precious... Oh, okay. That was weird. Okay. She is the one who taking care here. Right on. That was some English. Papa, you should say my big precious now, not my little precious anymore. And on top of that, you're pretty smart. My big precious smart girl. That sounds weird. It sounds like you're calling her fat. Maybe you shouldn't bother them. Oh, okay. I thought I was the father? Okay, that was a weird interaction. I totally misunderstood that. I thought the character is the father. I don't know. Alright, right on, man. For some reason, I'm getting Alabama vibes. You must be here for the rations. Here they are. You received the rations. It's locked. Nothing of interest. I'm not gonna check everything. You put the rations in the barrel. I need to go now. Be always a good girl like you do, and don't forget. I see, it's Stan. That was the guy. Yeah, okay. Don't forget, Papa loves you. Hee hee. And no matter what, I'll protect you from anything. Promise? I promise. I was really hoping it was just gonna cut to her on a fucking bike. I swear, one of the pictures. Hang on. One of the pictures here is like someone, yeah, dead on a pike. I didn't actually zoom in. I see that's like a knight or something, but I thought it was just gonna fucking cut to like her fucking dead on that. It would have been kind of dark humor. And our stock is almost empty. At this rate, we're gonna starve to death. Hey, newbie, go check what's going on in the village and find why your comrade, whom I sent there, never came back. Okay. This is some really fucking stilted dialogue here, right? Oh man, I hate that pressing 0 continues the dialogue. But so let's think about that, okay? So go check on your comrade, whom I sent there, why he never came back. Or go check why your comrade, whom I sent there, never came back. Like, it's funny because I think just today or yesterday, I don't recall, I watched WooTVM's video about, you know, another RPG Maker game, which had some really stilted, like, exposition, kind of like that. And I've talked about this before in the past. Like, if you're going to have stilted exposition, if you're an amateur writer, you either, if you can't actually get your, you know, writing to be on point and coherent without sounding stilted, if you're not good enough to do that, then you basically have two options, two bad options. You have either stilted, awkward dialogue, or you have, like, really, like, alienating dialogue that it's, like, doesn't do any exposition whatsoever, right? And to me, having the stilted dialogue is the lesser of these two evils. It may read kind of awkwardly, But at least the player knows what's going on. Now, I bring this up just because I do think there's a limit. I mean, come on. You don't need to say whom I sent there when you immediately follow that up with whom never came back. It's like, we don't need to know that you sent them. it's so just fucking awkward, man. Anyways, let's not harp on that too long. Commander, I go with him. No objection. Now hurry up. Hey Nolan, what do you think about our situation? ... This fog makes me anxious since it appeared. Sigh, I hope my daughter is safe. No time to waste, let's go. Oh dear, is the game boring me? Huh. Blood. And it's still fresh. It leads to the south. Nolan, let's split up. I'm going to investigate the south of the village, and you go directly to the mayor's house. I hope this is not Tiffany's blood. Oh yeah, there's the guy dead on the pike. I guess so. What the hell, Mr. Mayor? I was adding those zombie effects in. Guns. Alright, so we're just jumping right into this, huh? I like the wavy background. The execute command. This drives me nuts. It's a VX Ace thing. Oh, I guess that's fine. I'm sorry. A villager corpse is laying on the table. That fucking little girl's dead. Wait. What's wrong with you guys? Back off! Nolan, get back in the house. Are you alright, Nolan? I'm sorry, Stan. What do you mean? The mayor is, huh? Father. Nolan, what happened? Father? Tiffany, they took all the children in the cave of sacrifice. I failed to protect. No, let's get out of here from the back door. Don't worry, Father. I'll find Tiffany and I'll bury you properly. Tiffany, the cave of sacrifice, the blood witch, the fairy tale about her can't be true. Nolan, we need to back up from the capital. Oh, sorry. We need backup from the capital. I go directly to the outpost, and you go to the capital to inform the Lord about our situation. Stan, don't worry about me. I know it wasn't your fault. I just need time to process. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. The most important for me now is to save my daughter. Be careful on your way to the capital, Nolan. Welcome. I'm Vlad Goldfield, the Sandman, at your service. What can I do for you? Why are you there? Why are you there? Why are you not here? Just wandering between worlds to make money. The usual stuff. Thanks to the person who created this fog rift. Now I can commerce in your world too. Anything else? What are you... I mean, my humble shop is still open for... it was a reference. He was gonna say, what are you buying? Yeah, I don't have any money, so, oh well. I was not actually waiting for the zombie to get me. I was kind of listening to the music there for a moment. It's not terrible. It's fine. Thing is, with like a lot of chiptune stuff, I imagine he's probably not really using like a proper DAW or tracker. I have a feeling he's using that, I really hate this software too, because I see a lot of other RPG Maker devs use it. What is it? It's like Jambox or something like that. It's like a progressive web app for, it specifically says in the description too that it's just supposed to be a music sketchpad, but all these fools like use it like it's a real fucking DAW, and it kills me. It's like, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's fine. It's just probably it's just the gatekeeper, the gatekeeper musician that I've grown up to be, the jaded gatekeeper-y musician side of me that says, no, use real tools. I just, like, I don't know, get a fucking DAW, man. Anyways, it's sort of a straw man because I have no idea what he's actually using. He could actually be using a DAW, but I have this feeling from... It has a lot of the same kind of basic oscillator shapes. You have your squares and your saws. The synthesizer kind of sounds like what comes out of that tool. And then it has a few... sound fonts as well, and the sound fonts from it sound pretty cheap, and some of the sound fonts that this game is used to sound pretty cheap as well. So it's just the combination of those same traditional oscillator shapes and the cheap sound fonts that make me believe that he's using that really cheap progressive web app music creation tool. The writing in general doesn't sound terrible. I'll pause the fucking timer. The writing in general doesn't sound terrible, which is why I think if they're not using a proper DAW, then they should really consider it, because I think they could probably do something pretty great with an actual proper DAW. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like this is music I would jam out to, but it's also... It's original, which is better than all the RTP stuff that we listen to. And it's tolerable. I could totally, like, I'm fine with this being game music. Oh, not WASD. The execute thing kills me. Like, just do it, man. God damn. They do a lot of damage. Holy shit, man. Left with barely any health after that. Oh. Okay, there's like... It's kind of a cool effect they have on the poison. You kind of like slow down and speed up. Is there anything I can do though? Like I'm just kind of fucked at this point, right? Yeah, I mean like what am I supposed to do? Those enemies hit hard. It's not like I could buy any items. I didn't have any money. Learn the power of fire. Well, that's cool, I guess. There's nothing I can do to help my situation. I am just fucked. Will it heal me automatically if I rest here? I think so. Okay, alright, cool. Good. Stroke, 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 stroke. I want to stroke them all. Gentle, aggressively. Ah, it makes me excited already. Ooh. A new toy. Don't be shy. Come here. Come here. Let's try my new fire. Damages one enemy with a fire element. Wow! It has fire resistance. Cool. I picked... Great game design. You picked up this cool new skill. Good thing everyone's resistant to it. The first like scripted fight that you find is immune to the skill that you just found, making it feel like you just wasted your time, buddy! Did half my health. What the fuck? I was defeated. Right on. So does that just mean I need to grind? I skipped all those fights because they hit way too hard. Well, let's see what the fire does on the regular enemies. Oh, that's pretty good damage. I'm poisoned now. There's like no effective way of clearing the poison, huh? Oh, and I'm nearly dead too. I am dead now. Dude, that poison is just fucked. That's super cool that you start the game off with this status effect that you really have no way of, like, curing. Like, I'll just have to go back to the statue to get rid of it. So basically, I fight this enemy here. They're going to poison me. So I'm going to go back to the statue to remove it. And then I'm going to come back and it's going to respawn. So then I'm going to do the whole thing again. So I basically just have to avoid this enemy because otherwise I just get poisoned. Yep, it's respawned. I can't really get around it, so I guess we'll just grind this one. Ah, I killed in one hit. Cool. No, I guess we'll go this way too. Do they, like, gain some sort of resistance to the skill after you've used it on them once? Because I feel like the second time is way less effective. I'm out of MP. Oh, which means I might die. Oh, I did it. Cool. Good. Let's see if I can get back without dying. Oh, there's some sort of bullshit in the fucking way. Alright, well, I'm level 3 now. Hopefully that's good enough. Go! Fun gameplay. I missed. Cool. What the f was that? Why did it get 2 hits? Ah! I don't know. Try again. Grind some more. Basically giving this game 4 more minutes. Cool, it poisoned me. So we're gonna go back to heal the poison. I don't know if I really call this horror. I just really kind of call this bullshit. Hello, Wrath. Welcome to the Games Filled with Bullshit stream. Games filled with jank annoying bullshit. Budget Omori. We have Omori at home. No, I mean, I've never played Omori, but I don't think this is like Omori. But it does have this really fucking bullshit poison skill that I have no way to get rid of except for going back to the save point. Oh my god, I love games full of bullshit. Boy, do I have the stream for you. You should go back and watch the previous game I played in this stream. Cool, I love just refreshing this map over and over. I just have to get a lucky crit. Maybe they drew over the RTP. I don't think I'm gonna get a lucky crit on this. I got that one lucky crit that one time. It's also really annoying that you have to save to get the healing. Oh, damn it. Well, I'm level 4 now. Let's see if level 4 is good enough to defeat this boss. This is going to be the last time I try to. Actually, the timer is pretty much near the end. Oh, there's no fast forward in VX Ace. Just go! I've watched all of this already. It evaded my gun. No more ammo for that. Just did that 2 attacks in a row thing again. Yeah, the art's pretty cool. Ah, it's finally dead. Hooray! A villager corpse. Two stun grenades and 5 shotgun shells. It's too bad I don't have a shotgun. Oh my god, I realize I'm gonna be trapped here. Because this is one way. There's nowhere else for me to go. Wait, really? There's nowhere else for me to go. So I'm kind of trapped. I mean, not necessarily. It's not like a soft lock, but it's like I have no way to get rid of the poison effect. It deals so much damage that, like, I can't do any fights. So I have to get a critical hit because it will always use its poison skill first. Yeah, see? Alright, we're done. We're done. We're done with that one. Ooh, boy, what happened here? Alright. That was Crimson Hope. I think there's no hope for it. Anyways. Polish, no. Accessibility, no. Oh, I didn't check that, actually. It's a VX Ace game, so sometimes they don't have the, Oh, I'm not launching it again. Never mind. I'm not launching it again. I'm going to assume that there's no accessibility. Clarity, I understood what to do, so that's fine. Balance, no. Unique identity, yeah. Alright. Yeah, man. It didn't feel like horror. It touts itself as a horror game. Didn't feel scary. Felt like a lot of annoying bullshit is what it really felt like to me. We're done with that one. Alright, so next game, as I mentioned earlier in this stream, finding some games this week was a little bit tough. I didn't have any submissions, so these are all games I picked myself. So the next one is a little bit different than what I usually do. It's still an indie game, but it's definitely an indie game that's gotten a lot more attention. Like, most of the indie games I've dug up are like, you know, like the fucking bottom of the barrel. It's the hobbyist indie game stuff. But this, we're kind of going up the indie game barrel here to something that has quite a bit more recognition. This is Patch Quest. As you can see, its identity is that one black and one. It's that one black and white game, and I played another black and white game at the beginning of this stream too. Anyways, you can see based on the number of reviews here that it's definitely way more popular than anything I've looked at so far. So yeah, it's not quite so bottom of the barrel. But the reason why I'm picking this one is for a few reasons. Number one, I've actually owned this game for quite a while now, but I never actually played it. So I did actually purchase this game. It's just, I picked it up on sale and then just never played it. So it's still going to be my first time, but I do actually own the game. Now, the reason why is because, oh, I don't know if I can even find the original video. So, oh, I think I probably can. Maybe? Let's try. I think it was called, like, How Not to Make an Indie Game. How Not to Make an Indie Game. Yeah, okay, alright. So, this video, and you can tell by the views, too. This video kind of blew up in people's recommended here, with 1.8 million views on it. And it's a pretty interesting video in and of itself. And the reason I picked it up is just because I really kind of wanted to support the developer. He kind of just documented how, well, as the title implies, how not to make an indie game, where he kind of started the game with very little planning. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I watched this video, but if I remember correctly, he kind of started the game without very much planning, and the result was a lot of redoing of old systems. And so he was basically saying, like, if he was going to do it again from the ground up, he probably would have spent more time planning before actually developing. If I remember correctly. I could be off about that. We're not going to actually have a YouTube time here. It's got the knot in it. It's a good... yes. So anyways... yeah, you can also tell too, by the way, because he has 51,000 subscribers, but 1.8 million views. So you can tell this fucking video juiced in the algorithm, man. It got blown the fuck up. It's a little bit old now. Yeah, it came out in September 5th, 2020. So yeah, it's a little bit old now. I think I picked it up shortly after I picked up the game shortly after watching this video. So I picked it up back when it was in early access. It just recently got released out of early access into 1.0. This year, March 3rd, it launched into 1.0. So that's another good time for me to actually finally try this game, despite owning it for as long as I have. So yeah, like I said, it's a little bit different than normal because it has way more recognition than what I usually play. But I didn't have a non-RPG Maker game to fill this slot. I was having a tough time finding good games to pick, and I was thought, well, fuck it, why not? This is a good time to actually finally try this game. It's a good excuse to try it, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm also secretly kind of hoping that maybe if I play some games that might be more recognized by more people, then hopefully more people will watch my streams. It might be good for, you know, getting a little boost in the viewership. If we do have some success, I might. It would be fun to feature like other indie games that are, you know, more popular. Those of course require budget, but you know, if I see that I get good results from it, then I might be willing to spend the money. Or who knows? Actually, I might just. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, yeah. Let's just launch the game. We'll start the timer. You know, the nice thing about this too is that it has a publisher now, and it has so many reviews on it, and since it was in early access for a long time, I could probably be pretty brutal on this game, and we're not going to have any upset developers like coming into my comment section to trash me. More than me. Yeah. No, we had Visky in here earlier, and we had God, what was it? Riker Slums in here earlier. You know, and sometimes Alice joins the chat. Now, admittedly, I get more views on the archive of these streams than I do of the actual, you know, live stream itself. The live stream is just like the time where you get to come and interact with me playing Nihongo. I can't read kanji. Yeah, I can't read kanji. Like, I can read that this is Nihongo, but that's it. Unless they use Furigana, and even then, like, my Japanese is brutal. There's a Japanese proficiency test here in Japan, and it goes from level 5 being the lowest level, up to level 1. There's actually technically 7 stages, because there's like a 2.5 to 1.5 1 stage. And I've never actually taken the proficiency test, but from what I've heard and what I understood, I'm really only about an N3, which is like barely above a beginner. My Japanese is fucking atrocious, dude. Despite living in this country for as long as I have, it's one of like my greatest shames, one of my biggest disappointments in myself. I feel embarrassed every time I like talk to someone and they're like, oh, how long have you been in Japan? And I'm like, 6 years. And they're like, oh, can you speak Japanese? And I'm like, no, not really. It's not for lack of trying. It's just I'm not good at learning this kind of shit, man. I've had a private tutor before. I've done like some self-study stuff. I've had apps. It's just none of it really sticks. So, I don't know. I'm just bad at learning languages. Anyways. Gamepad recommended. Alright, I'll do it. Hiragana and katakana chart is like 1 or 2 pages long, but kanji is a whole book. Yeah. No, I mean, students are learning kanji from basically starting from elementary school and continues all the way past high school. So, like, even Japanese people may have trouble. Xbox. Settings. I expect it to have lots of settings. Full screen, FPS cap. I can do 144. That's totally fine. Graphics. I mean, it's a 2D game. I don't expect much. I do appreciate the color blindness options. That's pretty cool. Good points for accessibility. And you can change the these. Actually, in fact, I might actually prefer to keep those shots to just a single color instead of tinted. But we'll see how that looks actually in game. Audio is fine. Gameplay. Gold rewards. Or whatever. That all seems fine. Alright, cool. Yeah, good settings. Oh, that's interesting they put languages, like, not in the settings menu. That's kind of strange, if you ask me, but right on. Let's just do some random. That'll work for me. Skip intro is off. Casual mode. Nope, we'll keep that off. It's nice that they have the skip intro. Long ago, the fabric of nature was firmly stitched together. Till a calamity struck, these threads were cut. It's kind of a cool concept. World split into a million patches that scattered in the winds. Now the Explorers Guild must pin them back together. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that, actually. It's a little bit weird because it's different, but just because it's different isn't necessarily bad. I'll agree with you that having it in the main menu is probably better. Deep in the jungle. Welcome, recruit. It's your first day on the job. I'm Pack, your smart backpack. Oh, the volume's a little bit quiet for you guys. I'm going to show you the ropes. I agree with you there. My radar is picking up an open clearing to the east. It looks like a great place to set up base camp. Move using left stick. Yeah, so it's like a twin stick shooter. So you have your right analog stick to aim, and of course your left analog stick to move. Is it right trigger to shoot? Not right now, at least.
Danger!
Yeesh, we found a monster already. Time for a crash course in monster taming. Use your lasso to latch onto the beastie. They're locked on. Now you need to travel in a... Oh, I was already doing that. Safely guide through the air, leaving dust clouds of dizzy dust. Left trigger... Activate using left trigger. Okay. Does it hurt you? I don't think so. There is a cooldown on it, but you get 2 dashes. I don't know what that snap is. I thought that was just indicating that you can... Oh, do you have 3 dashes? Oh, you do? Okay. So that snap, the little thing down at the bottom, the timer indicates the cooldown, and then the snap means it's done. Yeah, nice feedback on that. Obtain the monster like a pro. Every type of monster has unique skills, so remember to try out lots of mounts. Also, by the way... Nice touch that this thing doesn't go away, so I could sit there and fuck around and look at my new monster and not while I wasn't reading that. So, you know, it didn't get ahead of me because I was over here busy doing something else. It didn't just go away. Poop dark clouds when you dash. Yes. Use your mount's defense skill to fly over the mud. Sure. What happens if I don't? Interesting. And if it keeps going? Sticky. What does sticky do?
Danger!
Oh my gosh, this island is swarming with monsters. We can't mount them all at once, so I'm going to authorize your big guns, the Nutri-Blaster. This bad boy sprays soothing gloop all over monsters. It also has a blender attachment for adding ingredients to the gloop. You get muddy, oh no!
Beep 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 bop boo.
Spray those monsters with gloop to take them down. Whoa, whoa.
Beep beep bop boo.
That gloop is a juicy blend of agave nectar, cinnamon, and sleeping pills. It'll calm down even the angriest monsters, guaranteed. Anyways, our destination is just a little further. Jump off your mount and let's get going. Hold left and right stick. Blender now runs on blaster guns.
Boop bop beep bop.
Here it is, a flat and fertile field. This is the perfect place to set up base camp. Please step back.
Nice.
This is your personal Shrink Tech cabin, courtesy of the guild Shrink Tech. We shrink stuff better than anyone.
Beep bop.
Now we've settled this island, we should give it a name. Patchlantis is totally fine by me. Patchlantis, huh? That's a pretty sweet name. So I bet you're wondering why we came here. Well, there's a rumor you should know about Patchlantis. Legend has it, an ancient king once ruled here. His tomb is said to contain a dazzling collection of treasures. I'm not sure where the treasure is hidden, so let's start by charting a map.
Huh?
Our base is blocked off on 3 sides. I guess we can only travel back west for now.
Bop boop.
There must be a way to open these blocked paths.
Boop bop beep bop.
Maybe they open from the other side. Let's check out some of these question mark spots.
Boop boop beep bop.
Can I go inside for right now? Seems like I can't. Oh, here's the plot and purpose of the game. Yes. Oh, open menu. Jungle. That was a nice little animation there, too. Jungle Zone. Hey, these altars weren't here before. They're radiating energy. Your blaster damage is greatly increased, but you can't run fast while shooting. No, thank you. I'll probably go with the cooldown reduction. How did I use my... Oh, it's B. I can't run circles around it when it's... There we go. Poison Slug. Defense Slide. It's basically kind of the same thing. Kind of damage spongy enemies. Spray a close range cloud of poisonous gas. Left bumper. Catching monster looks cute. Yeah! Kind of satisfying to execute. Treasure isn't the only thing we'll find on Patchlantis. All the island's plants and minerals are also undiscovered.
Beep beep bop boop.
So let's discover them. Take this gadget. Upgrade unlocked. Shrinks wild plants and minerals, transforming them into tiny patch pins.
Boop bop beep bop.
Captured, just stand near a plant, push the X button.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, that sucks. Just have to wait before you can do it again? That seems like a really annoying limitation. Can I capture those frogs? No, don't kill the oh, no. Damn the homing missiles. Those are not enemies. Oh, but that is. Bye-bye, slug. Fence reflect. Retreat into your shell and reflect any shots you touch. Ooh. You know, this is a roguelike game, but it's not really feeling too terrible at the start. We'll see how that changes. But, you know, I feel like it's gonna be a more positive experience than Icy Red. Oh, okay, interesting. Kind of digging it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Attack water geyser. Fire a vertical blast of soaking drops that fall back to the earth. I guess I'm full. Oh, and you can switch those too. Okay, neat. Soak 'em good. You got it. The monsters grow stronger. Oh no!
Wow.
The wind said to chill right down my circuits. I'm not sure why, but I think it signals increasing danger.
Danger.
Ah! I see, I can't. There we go. And I whiffed that shot. There we are. Jet stream, fire a high pressure jet of soaking drops. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh no, my mount died. Oh gosh. There we go. New mount. Spine coat. Summon a defensive coat of itchy spines. This is kind of a fun game, actually. Lots of attacks and buttons to press. Yeah. Like, we've gotten into the meat of things pretty quickly. But also, it was still gradual. Like, it didn't take a long time to kind of introduce all the buttons and wacky stuff, but it wasn't just all at once.
Beep 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 bop boop.
Capture stuff. Right on. Jumbo. Launch a ring of itchy bristles in all directions. Sure. I just realized I also don't have to do every combat encounter that I come across, too. That's actually pretty nice. I could just go on to the next zone if I wanted to. Launch? I guess I'm launching. I don't know what I'm launching. Let me pick up this. I don't know what I picked up, but I'm glad I picked it up. I see. Interesting. What if I do that? Okay. Interesting. The area ahead is highly hilly. Watch out for the slopes. Perhaps there are mounts that has the power to scale cliffs. Oh my god. Alright, I did it.
Wow.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Beep bop boop boop.
That golem had an inscription. I've added the writings to your records tab in the pause menu. Attack slash. Fire a sweeping wave of prickly shots. Let's go this way. Let me, actually change. Ah. Come this way. There we go. Inscription. Roly-poly, curl up and roll around, reflecting any shots you touch. Alright. Oh, those leaves hurt. Okay. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Didn't I just do a fucking boss? So one thing that annoys me is, like, your gun charges up, and when it's fully charged, you have to let go of the shot. There's sometimes I wish it would just keep firing. Instead of, like, because I'm, like, concentrating on, like, dodging the bullets and all this other stuff, and then, like, this happens. And it's like, I'm so focused on, like, everything else on the screen that I don't realize, oh, I need to let go of the, the gun to shoot. Fire sprites are extra cute. Yeah. We need to go over 2 more. Are these sausages?
Boop beep bop.
Now that's one big shiny crystal. It seems to be part of some mechanism.
Beep bop.
Let's try melee blasting it. Right stick and right trigger at close range. Okay. Hills unlocked.
Beep 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 bop.
Awesome work. We can now embark straight to the hills on future quests. I hate having... Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to tap to shoot. It's just that you can hold, and he'll keep shooting, but it'll charge up the... You can... Oh. There we go. You can see the meter underneath, like, my not Pokemon, my monster, fills up. And then once it fills up, you have a charge shot ready that you can release at any time, which I kind of get the strategic purpose of that, is like, at any time now, I can just let this shot loose. But it's just kind of like when I'm in the heat of the moment, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm kind of more focused on all of the other shit that's going on the screen. Somehow I've slowed down time. I'm not really sure how. Ah. Lots of juice and polish here. Yeah. Can't be slowed down by hazardous terrain. All hostile shots move more slowly. Your mounts lose stamina more slowly. We'll go with slower shots. Alright, so that way we'll just go back to the home base. So one thing I want to do, we're kind of running out of time. So I'm actually going to deliberately die. I want to see how the game handles like the roguelike mechanics. Like, the patches themselves, I know, are, like, randomly created. So that's pretty obvious. And, of course, you have the random upgrades, too. But what about death? Defeated. Made some discoveries.
Beep beep bop boop.
Explorer rank. So I have a feeling it's going to do the usual roguelike thing where basically everything gets wiped. All of the progress. Yeah. So now you get to pick a permanent perk. Making power-ups is interesting. You just take a stat and add or subtract from it when you pick it up. Yeah. The interesting part is what things you're adding or subtracting to. You gotta create those numbers first. Like, you got a speed number and a health number and a defense number and an attack number. And sometimes you can divide that attack number into multiple different types of attack numbers. Combine all your ammo fruits into a powerful ammo smoothie. After taking damage, that seems pretty good.
Awesome!
Successful first quest. Let's keep searching for new monsters, plants, and treasures. Leave this island.
Huh?
That was strange. Let's ignore it. I've suggested some goals in the quest tab of the pause menu. Open the menu using the select button, not select button. All right. Okay, so it seems like It seems like the map is the same. Like, I imagine the actual patches might be different, but the route itself is the same. That's interesting. It seems like it's, yeah, it seems like it's kept the progress. So, like, if I were to... I mean, I don't know why, like, I don't know, I don't think the map would be lying to me, but I'm curious, like, if I go left, is this exactly the same thing? I want to get to the launcher again and see if it pretty much does exactly what happened last time. So let's, oh, I gotta actually select forest or jungle, whatever. I'm not gonna actually fight anything, because it does seem like I can avoid all that. I'm gonna pick up a mount, and then I'm just gonna kind of rush there. I need good defense, defeated hostile critters, or become allies. That sounds pretty good. One healed, you heal double. Let's just do this. There we go. Oh, I have to fight these guys. I wasn't looking to actually, like, play another round. I was just hoping I could rush there. No. I am curious to know what that is, but I'm just trying to get to my destination. I don't know what it is, but I'm claiming it. Oh, I guess I'm gonna fight. God damn it. There's gonna be a boss enemy there too. Alright, well. That's fine. I get it. So yeah, the route itself stays the same. It's just like the individual patches that load are random. So, I don't know. I think as far as the roguelike goes, it doesn't feel quite as catastrophic because there's a lot of stuff that carries over. We can stop that. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it's kind of a cool game. It also has local co-op, which I think is, first of all, on a PC game, that's pretty rare to have local co-op, so it's always appreciated. With my girlfriend, we've been playing some co-op games. We've mostly been emulating like the Nintendo Switch because she's not much of a gamer, so she likes to play a little bit easier games. So, but we just recently finished playing Super Mario 3D World. Well, most of it. We couldn't finish like the absolute last level after you've collected like every star and stamp in the game. There's like these super ultra challenge levels that open up that we can't beat. But we pretty much beat the rest of the game. So we've been kind of trying to find some other stuff to play, and so I might ask her if she's interested in playing that. So I might actually play some more on my own time as well. Let's give it a grade. Patch Quest. It actually seems pretty well polished, not gonna lie. So I think I want to give it a point for that. Accessibility, yeah, it's got some good accessibility options. Clarity, I understood what to do. Balance seems fine. And unique identity. Wow! I think that's only our second 6 that we've ever gotten. And the first 6 that I got is sort of debatable on whether it actually deserves that 6 or not. But anyways, right on! We got a 6! Woo! Yeah, so, anyways, you know, I had one other game planned. I'm actually really tired. Give it points for Wrath liking it. Yeah, there we go. Now the real question is if WooTVM will like it. Because so far, a lot of the games that a lot of the non-RPG, well, actually, just in general, a lot of the games I've played, he hasn't liked either. He didn't even like Icy Red. Admittedly, Icy Red, I like the game in concept, but it's just the roguelite stuff really holds the fucking game back. Anyways, he even when I first showed it off, when I was excited about it, before the roguelite stuff kind of ruined the whole thing, the whole experience for me, he still wasn't on board with it. Let's see how he feels about this one. So, anyways, yeah, as I was saying though, I'm kind of tired, so I think I'm actually gonna skip the other game I was gonna play. I was gonna play Exony here. Looks like a pretty. Yeah, I see red was mixed for you. Yeah. Well, it became mixed for me after kind of experiencing the extent of the you know, the rogueliteness of it. Anyways, yeah, this game looked pretty interesting. There is another game that I might try. There's a guy on the RPG Maker forums. I made the logo for his game's box art. It's supposed to have kind of like this classic NES Final Fantasy kind of look to it. So, yeah, maybe next week, maybe. I'll play this game and that game since they both have similar art styles. I feel like that would be a good stream to put them in together. The one thing is I think that game that the guy that I did the logo for, I don't think he has an itch page for the game. It's just like a Google Drive or Dropbox file, or I don't know, something like that. I usually don't like playing games like that. I'd rather have a game that has like a public store page. I don't know. I'll look into it. But yeah, we'll save this game for another time. So anyways, yeah, thanks for joining Wrath of Wood. And glad to see that this new way of timekeeping is working out pretty well. So, all right, well, anyways, thank you very much, and I guess I will see you in the next stream. Bye.